Hey guys, Happy New Year, it's Mikey Smiles, and this is going to be my first video of the new year. But before I get into it, I just want to wish you guys a new year filled with love, peace, prosperity, and all the heart's desires come true. Okay. This topic is very personal. I really don't talk about things unless I've kind of experienced them. Um, Alrighty. So I'm gonna talk about friends with benefits, and oh boy, all right. So it's a learning process for both you and I. So I'm sharing this. A few years ago, I was dating someone, but you know what? I don't want to call it dating. It was There was physical activity, sexual activity involved, and we would do things like together, like go on dates per se, but it wasn't really dating in that um there was a difference between the age and the experience. So I felt that with those kind of factors of what I view as dating now, I wouldn't call it dating back then. But anyways, um, this person through all these many years, it's been about 7 years, five, yeah, about 7 years that we've known each other, and I guess this year again, we kind of crossed paths again, and we started to engage in physical. We started engaging in sexual activity again, but it's not per se like I don't want to call it hooking up, nor do I want to call it like just random sex, whatever. Because we started to talk to each other, and I want to say kind of like getting to know each other again to see where we are in life and stuff. But there's always going to be attraction between between him and I, and apart from the attraction, I feel that there's this level of comfortability there that that makes it more easy to engage in sexual activity because you know we kind of know each other like well. And we've had long conversations that were very intimate and about learning about each other, etc., etc., etc. So when we actually start getting physical, it it seemed like it seemed easier. It seemed like it didn't feel grimy or dirty. Like, oh, this was just a hookup with a stranger, or it wasn't like, oh, someone you the crossing the friendship barrier with. Um, but I would say that this person is a friend, and I want to distinguish that it's not like friends with benefits in the sense of, oh, this is someone that that you're casually hooking up. This is someone who I do care about as a person, and because of the like I guess going out to dinners, more so the conversation and kind of like being vested in each other's lives, it took away the crude or the raw part of it just being like a hookup. Um, Now I feel that this is dangerous. It's really really dangerous to cross the boundaries. I do say boundaries because I feel friendships and romantic relationships, being sexual, should be very different because sometimes when they're in the middle, it kind of gets dirty in the sense of not really dirty, complicated. um, and I had a conversation with him about this, saying, "Look, I just want you to know that I love you. I care about you. Like, I don't think that we're incompatible as romantic partners because our differences are there, but you are able to care for someone and acknowledge someone as who they are, but you could assess and saying, oh, um, you know we are never going to be together romantically, like a serious long-term relationship. I don't. There was no alcohol involved when we were, together. I feel it was just it's attraction and being comfortable, and actually truly caring for someone. That so it wasn't just like sex. It was it was more passionate because you actually care for someone. Um, and like I was saying, I felt that's dangerous because sometimes when the barriers are crossed, there might be a little more responsibility in the sense of how, you know more towards kind of like boyfriend roles. There are certain things or certain ways that one should act, but I don't regret it because I told you guys I hadn't had sex in like, it would have been almost 2 years, but to finally have some, yeah, I gave my hand a break. Give my hand a break. Let me stop. It made me realize something that there are different types of bonds in between, being friends and being lovers. Um, but I did tell him that, it it was it was gonna get uncomfortable in the sense because I feel if you're with someone sexually, that there should be some type of commitment, or um more types of feelings that would be leading towards, okay, let's have a relationship. But then, part of it is attraction, and I guess part of it for mine was, comfortability and attraction. So I don't want to say it was lust because this person is just something, someone I care about. But it's very complex. So I just urge you guys to be careful because I feel there's responsibility where it comes to the friends with benefits thing. But I had a conversation with him on recently, and I said, "Yo, I care about you. etc. etc. I think you're great." It wasn't like, it wasn't a breakup conversation. It was just the more of letting him know that I appreciate the person that he is. And with that, I feel like it might kind of, I would not, I would kind of make myself a little more aware, not to try to get into situations again, because I feel if you're good enough for me to have physical intimate relationship with you, you should be good enough for me to have that boyfriend type of bond, because that is more important. That I feel having a relationship is more important than having, that physical intimate stuff. So anyways, let me know about, friends with benefits, and what's your rules and guidelines around that, and any topics that you want my opinion on. All right, so happy new year again. Mucho lavo. Squish dresses. See, virgin. Actually, this is a jersey that one of my patients gave me. I really like it. I actually feel really um like one of those international soccer guys. Yeah. All right. Take care.